Awesome.
Unbelievable.
Phenomenal.
Off the chain.
Absolutely blew my mind.
This will change your life. Marc is an absolute phenomenal trainer.
Best ever.
When I come away from the events that Marc, Accetta, and World Ventures puts on, I get results.
You know, I've had an amazingly blessed life. I've been able to train people for the last 20 years on what I'm passionate about. I love every aspect of my job. If there's one thing that's challenging to me, it's trying to explain a view from the edge training to people who've never been to it before. See, the challenge I have is almost all of us, whether you know this or not, when we're explaining something to someone, we use a point of reference so many times, like, oh, you would love it, it's a lot like New York, or you would love this guy's music, he's a lot like Bruce Springsteen, or you would love this movie, it's a lot like One Flew Over the Cuckoo's Nest, or whatever. We're always drawing references, and there's nothing being taught in the network marketing world today, or anywhere for that matter that I'm aware of, like this training. And the concept is really very simple. No matter how great a seminar is or a training session is, when we're in a classroom situation, we're dealing with thousands of hours of programming. By the time we get out of high school, we've gone through 14,000 hours in a classroom, and let's face it, most of us weren't riveted with our attention during that time. We figured out that if we paid great attention in class or okay attention in class, it didn't matter, because as long as we got a good grade on the test, we were good to go, and usually got a good grade on the test by cramming right before the test. So what I'm trying to get to you is a lot of people when they're in a classroom unconsciously don't think it's vital to pay attention. Now let's shift to Sesame Street. Think about that. You could put a little kid in front of a TV, they're mesmerized for a year. And what's different about Sesame Street than all the other shows a child could watch is it entertains and educates at the same time. Think about if you're watching a good movie or a good play or listening to a great song, you can listen to it endlessly for a long period of time because it's entertaining you. You can remember the lyrics of a song from 30 years ago, even though you haven't heard it in 30 years, because you were being entertained. You can quote your favorite lines in movies because you were being entertained. Well, that's the idea of The View. We entertain you, but we also give you powerful lessons about life and about your business. That's what this thing is all about. So many of you are so logical. You go with your brain instead of with your intuition. And when you do that, you are so unlikely to win at the highest level. Certainly, you've got to think things through from time to time. But so many of you let your brain override your intuition, which never happens to a real champion. When a real champion gets an intuition, we just go with it. And we have zero doubt about it. We just go with it. And you know what happens? When that moment comes, we don't make a little bet. We're all in. Not a little in, we're all in. We push the whole deal, all in, everything, every chip we've got, 100% is all in. Now, I know some of you are going, but that's risky. The analytical is going, you should never go all in. Let me tell you something. You're never gonna win at the highest level unless you're all in. You want a big following? People wanna follow someone who has the guts to be all in. You know, you have to shine, you have to sparkle, you have to have some pizzazz. Why should someone hang out with you? Why should they go out with you? Why should they sign up with you unless you've got a little special something? What we need to do is we need to just go out and seize it, man. You gotta go for it. You can't be afraid. You ain't gonna get nothing with this ball and chain attack. You ain't gonna get nothing being afraid. A coward dies 1,000 deaths. A hero dies but once. I'm telling you what, I've died way too many times. I was almost 30 years old, and I had died so many damn times it wasn't even funny. And I got sick, and I got tired of being afraid. I hope today you get sick and tired of being afraid. I hope today you get sick and tired of living some existence that doesn't reflect who you really are. I hope today you realize that your days are numbered. They may be gone like that. Freedom is precious. Life is more precious.
He takes his game to another level. Every year at The View, he just goes another level, and nothing's ever been the same. He just portrays the character in such a powerful way, and time stops. You know, we're there and we don't even realize how late it is, and it's so impactful.
I think all the characters are awesome because what it did for me is it helped me unlock what was holding me back.
You just got to think about it this way. The whole company that's involved, seriously, with World Ventures, they're getting all geared up. They're excited about coming to this event. They know this is a once-a-year thing, that this is incredibly special and unique. So the energy and the engagement and the enthusiasm and the camaraderie, everything is at an elevated height. Together, in partnership with what Marc does and his performance and his training, it's absolutely life-changing.
Coming out of The View last year, we had our highest sales month of the entire year.
That's because we had so many people at The View last year, and we're going to do the same thing this year.
My whole entire life, I had the wrong philosophy. I used to live to work, and that character, it totally transformed my life because it taught me that at the end of my life, I'm not going to look back and go, I wish that I was working more. And so now I just work to live.
To be honest with you, if you don't go to The View, you're probably making the biggest mistake you can make in World Ventures.
You know, hearing from all those top reps, I just want you to understand the people on this videotape are within the top 1/10 of 1% of all the reps who've ever joined this company as far as their income goes. So if you want to earn what they earn, and believe me, you do, then you should listen to the words of wisdom. As you can see, all of them either feel The View is the most important training or certainly one of the most important things you could do all year long for your World Ventures business. Now at this year's View, please know we're going to have a blast. Friday night at both Views, the one in Amsterdam and Dallas, we get all dressed up and there's a big party after the event on Friday. Then at the United States one on Saturday night, we're going to have a big Halloween party because it falls on that weekend. We've never done anything like that before. We're going to end the View a little early and then go into a party. And then I believe when we're doing Amsterdam, when the View is over, we're going to have an after party on Sunday night that some of the guys are putting together. So if you want to party in a big way with some of your best friends, very much like it's on a dream trip, come to The View. If you want to get the information and need to take your business to the next level, come to The View. But probably most importantly, if you want to have a powerful breakthrough in your life, if you want to finally get what's been blocking you from where you know you should be, you want to get that block out of the way, come and let me work with you. The truth of the matter is, information is not enough. Most everyone I know who's amazingly successful in any walk of life is passionate about what they do and they're emotionally involved in what they do. And you've got to ask yourself, if you're not emotionally involved in World Ventures, if you're not passionate about it, then how do you expect to earn top dollars from doing it? Come to this program. The tagline is life will never be the same, and I assure you, my team and I will do everything we've got to make sure that's the exact truth. This is the best thing I know how to do for you. As I said before, no one else in the industry is offering this for people. This is our major advantage we have over all these other companies. Make sure you and your team get to this program, and life truly will never be the same.